plant cell. It's made up of many parts called organelles that help it function. Each part has its own purpose, and it's these parts that make the cell work. The parts that I'm going to be talking about are the cell wall, the cell membrane, the nucleus, the nucleolus, the nuclear membrane, the cytoplasm, the chloroplast, the chromosomes, the lysosomes, and the vacuole. The first part I will be talking about is the cell wall. The cell wall is only found on plant cells, while you can't find them on animal cells. The cell wall helps support the structure of a cell, and it keeps the cell uniform. Not only does it support the cell, but it also protects it, keeping out things that need to stay out. It is found on the very outside of a plant cell, in the membranes inside. Speaking of membrane, the cell membrane is found on both plant and animal cells. It controls what goes in and out of the cell. It helps keep the cell safe from things outside the cell, and it keeps all the organelles inside. It is also what gives the cell its shape. On the animal cell, it's on the very outside of the cell, but on the plant cell, it's still surrounding the cytoplasm, but it's not the outermost layer. This is the nucleus. The nucleus is an important part to both kinds of cells, so it's located in both plant and animal. It's basically the control center for the cell. It controls the activities of all the other organelles, and it also holds DNA and the nucleus. It's located in the middle of the cell because it is dangerous for it to go near the edge. It is also surrounded by the nuclear membrane. The nucleolus is this little part inside the nucleus. Because the nucleus is found in both plants and animals, so is the nucleolus. It is in charge of making ribosomes for the cell. It then sends them out of the nucleus so they can stick to the ER and make protein. It's found in the middle of the nucleus, which is in the center of the cell. On the outside of the nucleus is something called a nuclear membrane. It is a very thin membrane and is found on both kinds of cells. It has little pores that allow things to come in and out. It is also found on the outside of the nucleus. The cytoplasm is a jelly-like substance that takes up space in the cell. It's found in both plants and animals. Its job is to help organelles move and float. It also just keeps the cell together. Without it, the cell parts wouldn't be able to work. It's located right in the cell around the other parts. These little green things are chloroplasts. They are only found in plant cells because of their ability to create photosynthesis. Photosynthesis is capturing energy from sunlight and converting it into nutrients for the cell. They are found scattered around the plant cell. Chromosomes are like little DNA storage containers. They hold most of the DNA in a cell. Without chromosomes, the cell wouldn't be able to reproduce, grow, or even really be a cell. Chromosomes are found in both plant and animal cells. They float around in the nucleus and wait till they are needed. These are lysosomes. You can find them in both kinds of cells. They are round organelles with acid inside. The acid is used to break down food and waste. They are basically tiny little digestive systems. Lysosomes are also able to digest a cell when it dies. This bag-looking organelle is called a vacuole. It stores water and waste for the cell. It just floats around and is found in animal cells and plant cells. It's sort of like a container for water and waste.